Chat! 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 How's everyone doing? Give me a second. I'm so delayed because I was having to do another show. I had to fill in for Triple D on the Stock Trader Network. So I was not able to set up my stream over here. So let me just open up the chat and open up the stock layouts are all open already because I was using that on the other stream, duh. But my chats and my music, I guess fuck the music today, right? Yeah, fuck the music today. But everything else is not open. So just give me a second here. Let me open up some things so I can read your beautiful names in there. I mean, realistically, it's too light in this darkened room. Alright, you're always complaining, eh, TH? How can I please you? TH, the stream is all for you and you only. Although you are my only loyal viewer who comes in every single day and gets mad when I don't stream. So I guess, yes, I am streaming for you. But TH, it seems like this is a private stream for TH and I gotta do anything and everything to please you. So how can I actually please you, TH? Because I feel like I have failed every single day in trying to please you, man. How do I make you happy? How do I make you happy? Please let me know because I'm struggling over here. Chad, Chad, Chad. Is that your new theme song? I guess it is. It could be. How's everyone doing, man? We got Damien, we got John Vaughn, we got TH, who goes by Christmas now for some reason. I guess it is Christmas time. The Christmas time is here. Time for joy. Is it time for fears? It's not time for fears, right? That can't be the lyric. Anyways. Easy, dye your hair platinum. That's never happening again. I shouldn't say never, but that's not happening for a good time because that shit hurts. It burns your scalp insanely. It hurts so bad every single time I do it. I just can't stand it. That thing kills me. Anyways, we're here on the STN network. We were covering some of the hot movers in the after hours. So basically, let's dive into all of that fun stuff. Let me open up. Oh, let's go to the different layout. I forgot I'm not on the right layout. Here we go. Let's go to the right layout and show you guys some of the hot movers in the after hours. First one, SYM. This is not an earnings name, but this stock is getting pummeled off of an offering. Another stock did a similar move yesterday, but not in the after hours. That happened during regular market hours, and that happened to be IREN. IREN going into the close announced a stock offering and really got sold off, but today basically went right back up to yesterday's marker where the news came out. So it looks like they bought that right back up. And now Symbiotic, SYM, had an offering news in the after hours. That got pummeled almost $10, $11 to the downside from the close. And now showing like it wants to find a little bit of a base above the $64 area. You know what I need to do? I need to make a watch list. So let me do that right now. Let's go create a new watch list for tomorrow. Watch list for tomorrow. Expand that bad boy. Put in Symbiotic. Besides that, we're going to throw in some of the earnings names. So let's head over to, where is it? Where is my, there, it should be here. List of earnings names today after hours. CRM, that one had a pretty decent move in the after hours. So let's put that on watch. CRM, Snowflake. PSTG, Pure Storage, which is not, oh, that was PSTG was yesterday, right? Never mind. PSTG, which actually, you know what? Yeah, we were gonna add that to the watch list, but not in this area. PAT, Five Below, Guardwire, PVH. Next one over here will be names that report tomorrow at pre-market, which I usually tend to ignore because of earnings calls and so on, but we'll throw some of these names in there. Dollar General, Kroger. Since I threw Dollar General in, I also put Dollar Tree in here because Dollar Tree reported today pre-market. Let's throw in some more pre-market names that reported today, such as Macy's and CXM, which is Sprinkler. And then below that, we're gonna have some of the names that reported this week, such as, where is it? MRVL, GTLB. Hey, if you were here yesterday's stream, GitLab played out perfectly as I mentioned yesterday. Look out for that 39 weakness. It got sold off of the 39 weakness and went absolutely to the downside. So that was a good trade. And also I warned you about American Eagle Outfitters, right? I warned you, don't trade American Eagle Outfitters aggressively because they might have failed breakouts, and that's exactly how AEO played out. So shout out to anyone who actually shows up to the stream and listens to your boy, because hey, there might be some alpha in what I have to say, okay? I might not be a millionaire yet, but there's a lot of alpha in the things that I mentioned to you guys. So shout out to anyone who actually showed up and heeded my words about that stock. Why are we typing it over here? Huh? PSTG, MongoDB. All right. Now, some of the large cap names. Microsoft had some negative news today, but it's not as important. We'll throw some of the other large cap names in there. Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. Robotic names might be important, so we'll throw that in the watch list too. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Apple, Meta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I missing? Amazon. So that's the Magnificent Seven. And then let's throw in some Bitcoin related names and Ethereum related names. And then last but not least, robotics, RR, will be on watch. So ladies and gentlemen, that is our pretty little watch list for tomorrow. Starting with the names that reported today after hours. Let's pull up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move this to my other screen. Now, you're not going to be able to see the watch list, but I'll show you the watch list and the notes at the end for those of you who are interested, okay? So Symbiotic, I was talking about this on the previous stream that I was on at 3:30 today. For those of you who were there, we had a lot of fun on that stream. But on that, you know, what I found about this stock was if you pull it up on the weekly chart, you can see this high also happens to be around this area and a little bit of a base after the breakout. So we broke out of the $64 not too long ago during October 2025 and really tried to stay above 64, 65 area. And then we failed to hold the 64, 65 when the market looked a little weak, and then we went right back to the upside. I mean, look at that green candle for that week. That's insane. Okay, insane green candle for that week, and then all of a sudden now we have a little bit of a doomsday picture playing out where the stock is having a stock offering and it's getting sold off. So from my quick little analysis, I'm seeing that there could be a reason to trade around the $64 area tomorrow depending on how the stock plays out. So if we go to the daily chart here, you can see that $64 area once again. See how every time we tried to get below 64, maybe not every time because we did get below it over here, but most of the times we tried to get below 64 after the original breakout, the stock kept getting bought right back up. So that makes it a pretty key inflection level for me. So I'm watching that 64 level area to make decisions around. If buyers show up tomorrow above 64 like they are trying to, if you go to the 10-second chart here, you can see how buyers are trying to step in at 64 or around 64. So if they are able to successfully defend 64 tomorrow, there could be a very similar long such as IREN played out today. So if that plays out, look for a long at 64. But tomorrow, if we're still below 64, there could be a short there in my opinion. So that's my inflection level. However, sadly, there's a little bit of murky zones above and right below. You see there's a gap fill to 56. There's a level at 68, which happens to be yesterday's low and today's low around 68 also. So there is a possible chance that even if 64 holds, the stock might not be able to get back above 68 tomorrow, which is a $4 long. I'll take the $4 long if all I'm having to risk is 50 cents or $1 on that position. That's a 4:1 trade. So I'm okay with that, but it all, once again, depends on how the stock reacts around this level tomorrow. So keep an eye on Symbiotic. CRM, from what I remember, good earnings report. They actually gave you a pop all the way up to $261, which was insane. And if you use some of the tools that I've mentioned before during my Trader TV live days, such as Options AI, CRM was actually expected to hit $260. So it almost, played out picture perfectly over here on the expectation side. So they were expecting 260, it hit 261. And you can't make things like this up, right? So CRM, good report. I think they beat on EPS, they beat on revenue. They're also growing on both sides compared to same period last year. Now the inflection zone here, however, and is a dollar zone. It's 250 to 251. So depending on how the stock trades between this area of 250 to 251 tomorrow, we'll be able to figure out what kind of decisions we need to make. The fact that the stock ran up to 260 and then pulled back and is still able to find buying above 250, that's not that bad of a thing. Also, if you go to a bigger time frame chart on CRM with moving averages, you will see that 260 actually happens to be the 200-day moving average, which is a very, very valid reason why the stock found selling off of there. So multiple reasons why 260 area could play as a resistance tomorrow. And if we're able to find a long from 250 to 260, that's a $10 move, right? So looking to see how it plays out over here. Obviously pre-market will be pretty indicative. CRM pretty high on the watch list. Nice little move to the upside so far. Next stock we have Snowflake. My throat is dried up already. You were streaming somewhere else today. Was it a private streaming service? STN? It is, yes. STN is a private streaming service. It's a paid room that you have to pay to enter. I stream for them every Thursday, 1 p.m. So, you know, if you guys are interested, join the chat room. Maybe I can get you guys a little discount. But that chat room's pretty cool. Cool little chat room. It's hosted by the people who used to do the Benzinga show back in the day. So very, very educated traders, knowledgeable traders. And honestly, if you ask me, they're better than Trader TV live traders, except for Neil. Neil's awesome. But some of the other traders, there's only one other trader who I'm pointing out who's not Neil. These guys are better than that guy. So if you are interested, go check out STN Network. It's called Stock Trader Network, okay? STN Network. It's called ST Network or Stock Trader Network. Okay, so Snowflake, another name that reported earnings today and got beat down. Slammed to the downside. Looks like what is it, Snowflake? I can't remember what I said about Snowflake on the last show today at the 3:30 show. Trying to remember what I said. I can't remember right now, I'll be honest. And these lines, okay, I mean, I'll probably erase this one. This is not needed at the moment. So right now you can see how this little weekly high is actually acting as a pretty decent support area right now, even though we bounced a little bit above it. The key inflection level, I think if you just round it up a little bit higher, would be $240. That's your psychological level at the moment, but you have you know, all the way from 240 to somewhere around 238 area, so $2 pocket in my opinion, where buyers could step right back in. But if buyers are not stepping up into this 240 to 238 pocket, that might actually take the stock back to the downside. However, you know, it's a little murky. These charts are not the cleanest charts, and I'm not a big fan of what I'm seeing on the chart right off the bat. So 231, this previous triple top breakout, pull back, and then bouncing right off of the 230, 231, that could act as a little bit of a support too. So that could be zone 2 or support 2, whatever you want to call it. But right now, 240, 230, nice little distance between both of them. If we get below 240, I think there could be a short to 230. If we stay above 240, I don't think there's a long to 250. But I think there's a decent enough opportunity to look for a scalp in this name, because they also, from what I remember, had positive earnings report. Yeah, beat estimates on revenue, on EPS, and they also were guiding higher, if I remember correctly. Like I said on the show earlier, obviously you weren't there, so you wouldn't know, but I said it's the reaction to the numbers, which is something I say to you guys all the time. You know, earnings reports sometimes are irrelevant. As a day trader, it's the reaction to the earnings report that matters a lot more, because you look at the earnings report, then you might get biased, huh? The report had really good earnings. They reported 34% growth year over year. They reported a beat on EPS. They're reporting a guidance for the future which is higher than the previous estimates. So, all things combined, maybe I should look for a long. And then once you have this bias, you're asking to basically get beat up on the market, right? So just look for zones, look for levels, and see if a trade pops up in your setup, in your playbook, so you can take advantage of it. Right now, I don't really have anything on this stock, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a lower priority right off the bat, but a very good name to keep on watch nevertheless because of its ATR, because of its decent volume. It doesn't have great volume. It has okay volume to trade with, so I think there will be some good opportunities over here. Last time I checked, Snowflake has what, like a $12 ATR, $10 ATR, which is awesome. I love looking at stocks that have such wide ranges to take advantage in. We got Alex from Think with Bookmap in the house. Alex, how you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you in a long time. For those of you who don't know Alex, he's an absolute legend. And if I remember correctly, where is your indicator, Alex, that you gave me? Damn it. Did I lose that indicator? Oh wait, it has to be this one, right? Multi-time frame? No, it's not this one. Damn it. I had an awesome move, what is it? Indicator. Oh, maybe it's on one of my other charts. Yeah, it's on one of my other charts that are not loaded up. Mactigator, yes. Macticator, awesome indicator made by the Think with Bookmap family. If you guys are using TradingView, I'm not sure if you have it on other platforms too, but ask Think with Bookmap family, guys. Join the Discord at Think with Bookmap. Go check them out on YouTube. I think it's called Trading with Bookmap now. I forget what the channel is called, but awesome YouTube channel over there. Always love to see you in the chat, my guy. But he just called out ABTC. If I remember correctly, this is the Trump company, Eric Trump company, or he's sitting on the board. It's an American Bitcoin, whatever. You guys know my opinion when it comes to Bitcoin. But yeah, we have some names in the Bitcoin sector on the watch list. Bitcoin back above 90K. That's looking like an absolute dead cat bounce, which is something that I was learning today on the STN show. Looks like a pretty good dead cat bounce over there on Bitcoin, moving back up. And, what is it? Vanguard yesterday announced that they're entering the Bitcoin business also. So good moves across the board. Quick little glance. I see this right here at 53.25. So if IBIT gets back above 53.25, let's just say 53 to 53.25. Okay, nice little 25-cent range. If buyers step in above this area, there could be a good long on IBIT. Obviously, it depends if Bitcoin is actually going higher or not. If Bitcoin's not going higher, no chance in hell is IBIT going to go up too, right? So we're keeping a watch out for that. Big dump today on ABTC. I didn't see that. I saw that yesterday. Today was almost a nothing burger move. Did you mean yesterday, big dump? Yeah, big dump on ABTC yesterday, obviously. But a little bit of a nothing burger move today. It basically managed to stay above yesterday's anchored VWAP, which is pretty surprising. Very, very surprising that it managed to do that. Coming back to the earnings names on watch. AI was the next name that I have on board. A little bit of a back and forth. And if you ask me, this stock needs to just get sold off to $0. Like, nobody knows what C3 AI does. Enterprise AI. Nobody knows what that means, bro. No one knows what you do. How do you even make money? Wait, you don't make money. And the CEO was pretty mad a few quarters ago that they're going to report a bad earnings report, and looks like this earnings report wasn't maybe as bad as I wanted it to be because I love shorting C3 AI. But guys, if you are in names like this, right? Look at where QQQ is. QQQ is 2.25% away from all-time high. S&P 500 is less than 1% away from all-time high. And if your position is below the 200-day moving average, near its all-time lows, you need to be asking yourself some serious questions, okay? So just be careful. You know, I guess the reaction was a little bit mixed. I'm not sure what the report is. I don't even think I'm going to trade C3 AI tomorrow. So I'm going to move past it because there's better names on the board that are actually reacting well to their own earnings reports. For example, CRM, Snowflake, Path reacting well, meaning they have some volatility. They're moving. There's ranges being formed. Whereas C3 AI is stuck in today's range. Who cares about a name like that, right? If you can't move off of earnings catalyst, then I don't care about you. It's that simple. Coming to Pat, which actually, there you go, moved off of its earnings catalyst, gave you a move up to $17. And I actually talked about this on the STN chat. If you notice, these pop highs on UiPath, 1874 rounded up to 19, 1750. I like 1750 where it is, nice little $half area, right? So 1750, both of these areas have shown clear sellers on pops. So as the stock goes higher on the earnings reports right now, I want to see how it reacts to that 1750. At the same time, I want to see how it reacts to earnings VWAP. And if you can see right here, is this earnings VWAP? Yes, I think I just threw that in. There you go. Earnings VWAP right now is at $16.46, and the stock is not even able to get above its own earnings VWAP. So it looks like what idea I had is actually playing out already. The idea was look for buying around $16 to go long into $17.50 tomorrow, or look for sellers at $17.50 to go back to $16 tomorrow for a short trade. And the third idea was to look for some sort of a flag or inverse bouncy ball or some sort of a pattern that I could get in for a move to higher than 1750. So 3 different trade ideas. One is a long off of 16 if 16 is able to show buying the way it is in the after hours. The second idea is a short from 1750 if buyers are not able to show up above 1750. And the third idea is if buyers are showing up around 1750 and close to 1750, and every time we dip we're creating a higher low, then I'm looking for a long through 1750. So UiPath, very interested to see how this name plays out tomorrow. A Cathy Wood favorite. Let me just throw some of these levels in my watch list. 16, 1750 is the inflection. You can also put that as your resistance if you're interested. Okay, next stock, 5. I'll keep that 5 below. I forget how the lyrics go, but shout out to BLP Kosher, KLP Kosher. Who knows the artist name? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, BLP Kosher. Shout out to BLP Kosher, the Jewish rapper. His music's amazing. I'm not even making a joke about it. His music's actually amazing. Oh my god, I forgot about the earnings call that we're going to be trading on Snowflake. Aw, you freaking front runners. Give me a second, chat. Let me. Why can't I? There we go. So order. Buy more shares, because if you are getting free 20% gain, why would you not buy more shares? Obviously, it's not free, but I think buying partnership is a good opportunity here on Polymarket. So why would buying partnership be a good bet on Polymarket for the Snowflake's earnings call? Because if you go through Benzinga and if you look at Snowflake, right here, Snowflake announces expansion of Anthropic partnership. It's in the title. It's in the article. So if they posted in their article that they have a partnership, then I'm almost 90% sure that they're actually going to go ahead and say that word. So because of that, fucking front runners. Goddamn front runners, man. This guy is hopping me by a penny. Penny hopper. What am I going to do? I'm going to hop by another penny. And then he's going to hop another penny over me. There you go. And I'm going to hop another penny. Oh, wait, I didn't hop enough. You bastard. He's now throwing. Oh, look at that. I pulled the bids. You know what? Screw you, dude. Let me throw the order. Here, you guys can see the order jumping on this side over here. I'm just going to throw the order at 90 cents. So now they have to throw an order above 90 cents or they can't buy it. Haha. Screw you, dude. Because you're annoying me. So I'm just going to throw the order at 90. Eat it. There you go. Boom. That's me right there. Eat it. Let's see if you can penny jump me now, pussy. That's right. They're not going to. All right. They're going to. Apparently, they're going to. Someone's watching the stream and penny jumping me, dude. I'm almost guaranteeing at this point. If it's one of you guys who's penny jumping me, I'm gonna fight you guys. Now they're on 6. Now they're on 7. Alright, dude. Alright, bro. Whoever it is, I see you in the chat. I see you in the chat penny jumping me. I hate you. I hate you very much. I'm just gonna park the order at 94.6. What are they gonna do then? They don't want to buy higher than 91 cents now, do they? He's not even getting filled. He's just pulling his orders and he's putting it above 1 penny. He's just moving it 5. He just went from 01s to 05s. Just to piss me off. Now he's at 6s. It's the same size too. Look at the size. Alright, bro. Alright. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? Oh, they actually filled me. Damn it. Someone actually sold it to me at 94.6. Maybe they gamed me. They forced me into trading this that high and then they ended up selling it to me. They gamed me over there, chat. They absolutely farmed me. Somebody farming me on this book. You bastards. Whoever it is that's farming me, this is for you. Absolute farmed. Pushed me to 94.6 just so they could sell it to me at 94.6. I bet you. See, now they're not penny jumping me. I'm telling you, I got farmed. Chat, I got farmed. Anyways. This call will be happening very soon. We'll see how it plays out. How much do I have on this market? Yeah, I think I have enough on this market right now. Yeah, I have enough on this market now. I don't want to buy more. Especially after me getting farmed on this one. See what happened. I see what happened. This is why you don't trade with your emotions, chat. Alright, 5 below. My important level on 5 below was 170 to 169. Also another level on the daily chart. If you zoom out, 168.98, which is basically 169, happens to be the 52-week high. So 169 to 170 will be the inflection area. Oh my god, what the hell happened here? A second. What the? My notes got all messed up. Alright, here we go. $169 to 170 is the area I'll be watching to see how it plays out. Mohammed, I'm guessing that's your name. Moham Shah. Mohammed, I'm guessing that's your name. Usually anyone with Mo is Mohammed, as far as I remember. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Possibly a new chatter. I don't think I've seen your name before, but always good to see you. 169 and 170. That's the key level for me. If we start holding above that after this earnings report, we'll be interested to see how the stock plays out. Next one, Guardwire, GWRE. Where are we going with this one? Did you... Oh! What? 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 I just saw the marker on the daily chart that we dropped all the way down here. And now we're all the way back here. What a move in the after hours, guys. Oh my god. 189 to 228. Talk about volatility, huh? So Guardwire looks like it wants to play around a little bit, finally reclaiming the 200-day moving average, a little bit back and forth around the 200-day, but looks like reclaiming the 200-day at the moment. I want to see, this is last week and maybe another week before that, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, the high around that area is around $223. So ideally on the pullback, I want to see Guardwire staying above 223 for a long. If it's not above 223 after this whole reactionary move that we're seeing, some questions need to be asked about that earnings report. Next one, PVH. Looks like a pretty nothing burger move. It did drop originally, but a little nothing burger move at the moment. Retail names have been doing pretty hot. So to see PVH not do hot, if I remember correctly, PVH is the parent company of, where is my page? There you are. PVH is the, oh baby, 99 cents. Bang, 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 bang. We make money on that one, boys. Looks like the call is already on and they're already selling, or the market already pushed up to 99, probably because somebody said the word. Let's go check out if they actually did. Bang, 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 bang. Cash money, cash moolah. What did I say? Within the first 12 minutes of the earnings call, the word partnership was used just because we did our research, we did our homework, and we were able to buy up shares at 80 cents, at 90 cents. Well, maybe not 80 cents because we were trying to buy 80 and no one would sell us at 80. But we were able to buy up the shares at 90 cents and we end up making some profits. How much did we make? Only 50 cents per share. Only 5% profit overall. But hey, if you see free 5% on the ground, would you not take it? Would you not take free 5% if you saw it on the ground? So shout out to everybody who followed me. Looks like Europe is trading. It's just very illiquid. Very illiquid. Very illiquid. I'm not buying any of these. But hey, all I care is about my partnership ended up being a winner, baby. Let's go. Coming back to PVH. First, originally, if I remember correctly, never mind. I'm thinking about a different stock, but PVH actually getting pushed down over here with very low volume. I'm going to ignore PVH. It's in the same basket as AI for me. Some of the names reporting tomorrow pre-market: Kroger, Dollar General. Both these names will be on watch. DG having a very good bounce off the 200-day moving average, and its partner in crime, which reported today, actually had a good day themselves, which is Dollar Tree. So let's see if DG can also pop up on its own earnings report, which would obviously give us a pretty good trade opportunity somewhere above this 112 area. Previously, I owned DG in my long term, and I think I got up pretty much at the high, so I enjoyed that ride. We'll keep an eye to see how this one plays out. Macy's. There could be a trade on Macy's above 23, so I want to see if 23 is able to get reclaimed and show some buying above 23 for that name. Make sure that that one's on the watch list also, but that's a day 2 trade. So more importance to day 1 trades than day 2 trades. CXM, not as important. We're going to move past this one. Marvell. Great recovery on Marvell yesterday after hours. That's insane, right? Pretty insane recovery on Marvell. And today, a little bit of a sell-off action and then some mostly sideways action. So intraday action, mostly nothing burger. But this after hours action was pretty insane on MRVL. Previous levels were, what is that, 98? So staying above 98 is pretty bullish. Staying above 100 is pretty bullish. And you can also see how 98 was a very, very good level to short off the opening drive. This is basically the opening range breakdown around $98. Gave you a very clean short to the downside for anyone involved. Ideally tomorrow, MRVL manages to find buying above $100 and doesn't even pull back to 98. But if it does, I mean, it didn't even close above 100 today, did it? It closed around 100. So yeah, it closed a little bit above 100. So if it does manage to pull back to 98 and show some buying above 98, I think that idea is still valid and in play. But you know, it's a whole different picture, a better trade if it's just staying above 100 all day tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. GitLab, as I mentioned, played out exactly as imagined. Struggled around that $39 area and then just sold off 38. I thought the line was at 39. Anyway, struggled around that 39. Yeah, it was 39. This is a different chart. GitLab on this chart will show you that 38 line. There you go, 39 line, sorry. So 39 actually managed to give you a beautiful short, pulled back and did not manage to find buying above 38 at all. So basically 38 to 39 tomorrow, possibly acting as another resistance area. And if we get a pop into this pocket, maybe a short to take advantage of for a day 2 trade. Pure Storage, big destruction move. So now, you know, people were looking for a dead cat bounce on this name. There is a daily level here around 67. So keep an eye out for that. You're basically playing above under 67. Above 67, easy long. Below 67, easy short. Very simple trade. You don't have to, oh wait, it's not even 67, is it? I'm tripping. 69, sorry. My line didn't fit properly. 69 and 70 pocket on PSTG. AEO, I warned you about AEO's failed breakouts, and look at how the breakouts were completely failed. Each time, every single breakout failed. But that doesn't mean the stock is a short, right? It's still one of the most strongest stocks in the market at the moment. So keep an eye out for it for some sort of a day 2 trade. Earnings VWAP potentially coming into play and giving you a trade over there to participate in. Okta was a complete shocker. I did not see this happening from Okta. Originally a sell-off, even in the pre-market sold off, and then a complete 180 back to the upside. This name has high priority tomorrow. There could be some sort of a day 2 trade looking for where's my other charts? Here we go. Looking for like the earnings VWAP to come into play, which is around $82. I think 82 is a little too far down. If the stock does pull back, ideally I want to see it hold up around this 84 area. If the stock gets below 84, I'm going to be asking some questions. But if it goes into 84, manages to find buying and bounces back up, I think there's a trade over there to keep an eye out for. MongoDB, I don't really care too much about that one. CRDO has been struggling around 200. Remember what I said? You know, if the stock sells off again, it's like, what the hell? What was the earnings move for? That's basically what you're seeing here. Anyone who bought yesterday got trapped. Some people were able to buy today, but it's like, what the heck? This is such an ugly move. Why would you want to participate in this at all? So maybe stay away from it. Microsoft, I'm not really too interested. The news today, however, on Microsoft apparently was misinformed. People were quoting information wrong about their AI sales going down. So I'm not really sure how Microsoft plays out tomorrow, and nor am I interested in Microsoft. There's better large cap stocks out there, in my opinion, right now, such as Google, Apple, and Tesla. So if you are, I wouldn't even add Nvidia into this basket, because Nvidia is a little bit of a dead fish right now, flopping around like a dead fish. So the stocks that in the large cap basket I'm interested in are Apple, Google, and Tesla. Apple, Google, and Tesla. In the cryptocurrency sector, Coinbase, MSTR, and IBIT and ETHE. So we already talked about IBIT. I think honestly that's all you really need to know if you're trading Bitcoin. It's that $53 area on IBIT. ETHE has a very similar pattern around $26, worth keeping an eye on over there. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to RR, because Trump is apparently focusing on robotics. So RR had a nice little breakout over here at $3.60, and potentially potentially could start going on another rally to the upside. So keep an eye out for this name. There's a bunch of other stocks in the same sector also, all of which caught traction today. KITT up 100%. You had IRBT, iRobot up 73% over there. And some other small cap names that all are flying up in the robotics sector. So pretty big watch list for the robotics. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. I think if you just keep an eye on RR, it might be good enough for you. But yeah, even SYM, which just had a stock offering and is plummeting, that's also in the robotics sector. So make sure you're watching that name. Because trades could show up. And basically that's all she wrote for today's stream. Dieter, oh my god, I thought Dieter hated me and doesn't show up to the streams anymore, but he actually showed up today. That's pretty cool. Well, good to see you, Dieter. You know I'm just joking, brother. Always lovely to see you. Hopefully your trip to Egypt was fun. Was it Egypt? Did you go to Egypt recently? Am I losing my mind? Middle East or wherever the hell you flew to, okay? Hopefully that was fun and you enjoyed it. Qatar, thank you. I knew it wasn't Egypt. I don't know why I kept thinking Egypt, but what happened to this? I knew it wasn't Egypt, but for some reason my mind was stuck on Egypt. Yeah, okay, this. There we go. Egypt, February. Ooh, can I come with you? Can you put me in your suitcase and we can go together? I would love to go see Egypt, dude. Come on, that would be awesome. Dubai this summer, Egypt February, Malaysia next February. Yeah, how much money did you make on Bitcoin and MicroStrategy? What the hell? This guy is going everywhere now. This guy's printing money and just flying everywhere? What the? Okay, I see how it is, Dieter. This guy is enjoying life. I love it. You know, enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it. I think you're getting married soon. Are you getting married soon? Because I read something that you have a fiance now. So you know, good. Congratulations on the fiance. Hopefully, I'm invited to the marriage. I can't wait to come get absolutely drunk and shit faced for that this summer. Let's go. Is it a destination wedding? Are you getting married in Dubai? Hopefully you're getting married in Dubai, a beautiful place. I haven't been there, but I've seen enough on YouTube to know that it's a beautiful place. Go enjoy, my friend, enjoy. Bring a gift. You know, I am the gift. My presence is a present. All right? My presence is a present. So you should be thankful that the Lord Pradamesh has graced you with his presence. At always. She comes to Canada? Okay. I gotta visit Montreal then when she comes. Say hi. Come see your place this time. I gotta come visit. So let me know. Maybe I'll buy a ticket and come visit. I also gotta visit my buddy who I visited last time in Montreal. So maybe I'll plan it around the same time and then we could hang out. I know last time I came to Montreal I couldn't hang out with you, but this time I'll make sure to make some time for you. Okay, make some time for you. Miniature wedding family. I know, I was just joking, but I'll come crash it anyways. Dude. But good to see you in the chat, Dieter. TH, always good to see you, my guy. Alex, show up a little bit more, man. We miss you in this chat. Mo, nice to see you. I think, have I seen you in the chat before? I have not, but always good to see new people. Damien, can't forget Damien. And John Von Sewers says, great show, Prad. Thank you, John. John, you are by far the nicest person in YouTube comments that I see. Every single time, John's in my Instagram comments, in my YouTube comments saying thank you, saying great show. TH could learn a thing or two from John, okay? A thing or two from John. But other than that, guys, I think that's all she wrote for today. My throat is a little scratchy now from all the talking and screaming that I've been doing on the microphone for over 2 hours. So I think it's time for me to wrap it up and take a break, go walk my dog, go eat some food. I haven't eaten lunch yet. You know, I've been on this like 1 meal a day type of thing right now. So I'm going to go get some food in me. Then I got to go walk my dog. Then I got to go play some video games. So I'll catch you guys on the next stream, which is tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Actually, that's the final stream of the week, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Thursday. So yeah, make sure you tune in for the final stream of the week, and let's have some fun. before I head out, I think Monday and Tuesday streams, by the way, the after hour streams that I do at 4:30 will have to be delayed by at least 30 minutes because I need to do the show for them on the 8th and the 9th again. So I need to do the STN show at 3:30 on the Monday 8th and on the Tuesday 9th, but I will not be able to get off at 4:30 and then come do this show at 4:30. So that means I might have to postpone this show to 5 o'clock or just cancel this show on Monday and Tuesday, which I know will make old man TH, he's already spamming angry faces right here. You see this? Already spamming angry faces at me. So what I will do is I will actually postpone the stream to 5 p.m. instead of canceling it. So I'll see you guys on Monday next week and Tuesday next week at 5 p.m. and then back to regular schedule after that. So it's tomorrow, same time, Monday, 5 p.m., Tuesday, 5 p.m. Until then, take care of yourselves. Peace. Thank you for coming. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Bye!